Hey guys, my name is Modi and you are welcome back to Modi Speaks. So today we're going to be looking at this very important video that was made by Nick Fuentes. Okay, he was kind of addressing black people or talking about black people in this video. Now, I am not saying that I go out of my way to watch Nick Fuentes' videos. I don't do that. In fact, I don't even think he is on YouTube. I don't know which platform he is on. But I have to admit that each time I come across any of his videos, I find myself agreeing with 80% or even 90% of what he says. I agree with a lot of what he discusses in his videos, and today is no exception. I totally agree with what he had to say about black people in this video we're going to look at right now. So without further ado, without wasting much of your time, let's dive right into it.
It's a shame. I really do believe, look, I think black people are not irredeemable, but there just needs to be brutal honesty. It's like, look, these black people are really struggling and they're turning into these maniacs. It seems like they don't do anything right. They're obnoxious, they're rude, they're inconsiderate, aggressive, cruel. And, you know, look, nobody hates black people for being black. If there are people like that, I think that's exceedingly rare. And I don't consider myself one of them. The reason that people have negative attitudes about black people is because most people's interactions with black people are negative. Most people's interactions with black people is when you're stuck in traffic and you see a Nissan Altima speeding down the shoulder. And you say, what the fuck? You're not supposed to do that. If everybody did that, it would just be another lane. And, you know, not everybody can do that. But it's like these people have no respect for decorum. They think the rules don't apply to them. They have no respect for society. Like that's their interaction is they are a waiter and they wait on a black table and the black people don't tip and they're fucking rude. Like that's most people's interactions. It's stuff like that. They go to the DMV and they see a black person behind the counter and they say, oh, here we go. And the person's rude. Now, it just goes to show people are not racist. It goes to show people don't like people that are rude. That people don't, it's unpleasant. People want to be treated with consideration and respect. And it is true that black people are, in this day and age, unfortunately, seem to have very low moral character. It's not even just the violence, although the violence is pretty striking. If you live your life and you know that you're going to be mugged by black people, it kind of colors your opinion or perception of black people, wouldn't you say? If 99% of the carjackings and stabbings and shootings that you see in Chicago are by black people, when you're walking down the street late at night, guess what you're looking for? Black people. And you equate that with danger. And it doesn't take a lot of them to spoil the whole bunch like that. And we just want black people to take accountability and say, look, I'm not a bad person. I'm not a bad person. It just seems that every time I encounter you people, for the most part, it's negative. And sometimes extremely negative, like I could get a gun in my face. You know, that's a problem. And people go, well, you are just loaded up with hatred and racism. It's like, I'm really not. I'm a really friendly person. I'm a really polite, friendly person. I give everybody a chance. But if I'm someplace and I see some black person walking in with their pants sagging and they can't articulate what their problem is or what they need, and they're rude and they're aggressive and I'm in fear for my life, like, yeah, I have a problem with all of that. And people go, and these black people go, well, you're racist, you're racist. It's like, no, I just hate inconsiderate behavior. If black people were super well behaved, we would be racist in the other direction. We'd say, black people, oh, yes, dude, yes. My day is about to turn around for the better. What can I help you with, sir? Please come right on in. Man, what a relief to see you here. You're a sight for sore eyes. If black people were known for being the best, then we would be racist in the other direction. Oh, finally. So yeah, that really bothers me. It just bothers me in this damn ass city, because that's all it is in Chicago, is just these black people who can never take accountability. It's always somebody else's fault.
And that boils down to what I have been hammering on about us black people, okay? Respect is earned, not demanded. People want to respect you because of how you carry yourself, because of the content of your character, not because you are yelling and shouting and demanding to be respected. That is not how respect goes. And he made a very realistic point when he said that people don't really despise black people because they are black, because of their skin color. No, rather, they despise black people because of the negativity and the degeneracy associated with black people. In all my life, I have never seen videos upon videos of several groups of white people or Asians or even Hispanic twerking on moving cars, fighting in restaurants. I'm talking about large groups of white people or Asian people or even Hispanic people grouped together, maybe counting up to 10 or 11 or even 20 people engaged in brawls, throwing punches, kicking and fighting unabashedly while other people of other races watched and recorded their display. I have never seen it in any other race except black people. But you only need to get on the internet to be bombarded with videos upon videos of this particular incident unfolding with black people as the main characters. We are now synonymous with negativity. I mean, black people. We have quickly become a connotation for anything distasteful, horrible, and disgraceful. People look at us with wariness, okay? People no longer get surprised by the dysfunction we exhibit on a daily basis because they are now used to it and they now associate us with dysfunction. Therefore, they even expect us to be dysfunctional. We go out of our way to prove all sorts of negative stereotypes against us right, yet we demand respect. What many black people see as racism from white people or people of other race is simply not racism. Rather, it is a common sense reaction to the situation on ground, to the action we give out to them. When a girl says, I don't want a black roommate, or a landlord says, I don't want a black tenant, or a waiter says, I don't like serving black customers or waiting on black people, that is not racism or white supremacy or whatever you call it. That is just a perfectly normal, natural reaction to negative energy. And I know this because the same people who doesn't want black roommates or black tenants or black customers would have no problem having Hispanic, Asian, or even white customers, roommates, or tenants, etc. Now, let me give you an analogy. We know that snakes are very poisonous, but not all snakes are poisonous or venomous, right? Now, despite there being a vast majority of non-venomous snakes, we as humans will always see snakes as dangerous and venomous, and for that, we would always prefer not to have them around us. We would always be wary around snakes. Now, we do not despise snakes simply because they are snakes or because they are animals, but because of what they are capable of doing to us as human beings. Their behavior have proven time and time again that they will harm us if given the chance. Now, there is a reason why nobody has issues with Asians. I mean, how many times have you seen these guys engaged in brawls in McDonald's or other fast foods? How many times have we seen them refusing to hand over their driving license to the patrol officer requesting for them? I mean, these Asians. Or how many times have we seen large groups of them twerking on top of parked cars that doesn't even belong to them? Cars parked in their own neighborhood. How many times have we seen them doing this kind of dysfunctional things? What percentage of crimes do they commit in the United States of America? I mean, black people earned all their stereotypes, okay? All their so-called racism, if you ask me. If I wasn't a black person, a lot of people would call me racist simply because I am reacting according to the character that black people are feeding me, okay? They are feeding me horrid and disgusting behaviors, okay? And I, in return, am distancing myself from them. I don't want to be associated with them. I don't want to be around them. I mean, the figures. I wouldn't want my future kids to mimic their behaviors or follow in their footsteps, okay? Now, if I wasn't black, people would say this is textbook racism, but that is not true. They say action and reaction are equal and opposite. So, this is just me returning the reaction for the action that these black figures have been exhibiting, have been putting out in the society. And the same goes for all these non-black people who are being accused of racism. They are not racist, they are just realistic. You can only accuse them of racism if the black people are so wonderful, respectful, and law-abiding. yet they are being treated like misfits by others. But if these black people are mostly behaving like misfits and then they are being treated like the misfits that they are, then it is not racism, my dears. It is just realism. So my dear black people, get a grip on yourselves. Bring back your decorum and self-respect and throw away the ratchetness, figarisms, and ghetto absurdities. Do this before complaining of how racist the society is towards you. Because most times, it is not really racism, but a simple realistic response that people exhibit due to the content of your own character. So once again, I agree with Nick Fuentes on this one. As always, guys, these are just my thoughts and my opinions. Feel free to share yours in the comment section below, but do so respectfully. Also, if you're not yet subscribed to the channel, honestly, I don't know what you're waiting for. Subscribe to the channel. Like and share this video to keep people informed, and consider joining my membership or supporting the channel in any way that you can. Thank you for watching this video, and I hope to catch you on the next one. For now, peace.